Hello guys, Deb here with Art and Grace. You guys pop in and say hey to me. I'm going to flip this camera around. There. And hope you can see. I'm going to pull this up too on my iPad. So guys, come on in and say hey. Let me know you can hear me and see me okay. Let's see here. We're always kind of holding our breath at this. So do you guys see? Ooh, I can see. Okay. I think everything's good. Let's see. Oh, there's Brenda. Hey, girl. Glad you're here today. Okay, we're good. The camera angle is not the best, but I think we can make it work. So you guys can see if I pull things this way. Okay, let's do that. So I was going to do some art with you guys today for happy hour, but I decided on a craft instead. So yeah, we're going to do something really cute and fun that I think will be perfect for either you or Mother's Day for someone you care about. So it doesn't always have to be moms, remember. I don't have my mom anymore, and many of you don't either, so we can do this for somebody else. And I actually have somebody in mind. So, hello, Sue. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Jeanette. Hello, Christy, Dawn, Cindy. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Rosie, Wanda, Rita. Let's see. I think I got everybody. Thank you, Brenda, for sprinkling. So, we are going to get this shared over into the Craft Round the Clock group. And that is a fantastic group. I think most of you guys are in there, but if you're not, you really want to get in that group. There's so many amazing crafters, crafts all day, Monday through Friday. So get on in that group. Let's see. Thank you for sprinkling, Christy. Hi, Brooke. How are you today? Brenda, thank you for the stars. Oh, Christy, thank you. It's just up. That's it. Nothing, not a thing in it, just up. Hi, Lori. Glad y'all are here. So happy Thursday, y'all. I can't believe we're already to the end of the week. Tomorrow is Good Friday. So I know a lot of people will be off from work for Good Friday. Let me know if you are. Do you have to work, or are you going to be able to be home? It's a good day if you can not have to work to prepare for Sunday and just getting ready for Easter. Hi, Sissa. Glad you're here. Lori, I think I said hi to you. Dawn, thank you for the stars. You guys are so sweet. I appreciate every single star. So what I want to show you today is super simple. And guys, think outside the box. So if you don't need this for yourself, think about a neighbor, someone you go to church with, someone who's lonely. Maybe you want to do this with grandkids. Thank you, Christy, for the stars. Maybe you want to do this with your own children, or for your children if they want to do what we're going to do. So I'll show you guys. I think these are super fun to make, and they're going to be little garden sticks, I guess you call it. I'm not even sure what the proper name is, but this is just wire that you can get. These two came from Dollar Tree, and this is all I have left of them, but $1 or $1.25, right, per roll. You guys, if you could sprinkle this out here, I would so greatly appreciate it, because I can see we've got 23 people on, and I appreciate that so much. But yeah, something's wrong lately with Facebook not getting my page out there, and I don't know if it's just me. Maybe you guys have heard other people, but that's kind of crazy. So we want to get that sprinkled out and see if we can get this shown more. Thank you, Tana. Thank you, Deborah. Happy day to you. I love calling this happy hour because it's always happy when we come together, hang out, do something fun. And whether you guys ever do it or not, it's still fun to hang out and chit chat in the comments, right? So thank you, Tana, for the stars. Deborah, I said Christy and Dawn, thank you guys so much. Okay, let me know if you sprinkle too. I really, really like to go back and see who did it. I appreciate it so much. So I'm gonna take just some of this wire. Now this one actually came from Michael's. You know, I bought it there because I wanted the copper, but you know, anywhere you can get wire inexpensively. This is 12 gauge and it's perfect. 12 gauge works really well. The only problem you might have with 12 gauge is maybe not all of your beads will fit. So that does need to have a pretty good hole on it like this. But if you have some smaller beads, and let me show you a bracelet that I did the other day. Some of you guys were with me, but some of these with the small glass beads, they will not have a big enough hole. So if you're going to pick out beads, go somewhere and pick them out. Just look for the larger hole beads. Thank you, Sissa, for sprinkling. Thank you, Jeanette. Y'all are awesome. Dawn, I can tell you did. I can see the SPR, so I know what that means. Hi, Gloria. Glad you're here. And hi, Tana. Thank you for sprinkling. Thank you for the stars. Anyway, I'll go back and thank you guys individually. Raylene, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So you can, just take any wire that you have access to. So Michael's, Hobby Lobby, I'm just eyeballing it, but about 15 inches is what I usually do. Let me see if I said that right. Now this is 12 inches. So this is about 13 inches. I typically do about 15, but like I said, I don't really measure. I just kind of eyeball it. You're going to need some little needle nose pliers. And really, that's it. Wire, needle nose pliers, and these beads. And I do like using these with the black and white, but I also have some of these left from another project, so they're colored. I'm kind of really trying to use what I have and not buy more. These are something left over from another project. They're pony beads. You could use those. They'd be super colorful. We might do a couple with those. But guys, if you have old jewelry, this was something that I got for like $3. So if you see something on clearance somewhere and it was real, I don't know what the word is, but see all the chains, it just wasn't my style because it had a lot of chains. But the beads, guys, it came with all these beads, plus I've already taken off at least one of these strands and used them. So, look for jewelry on sale places and you can use the beads. Okay, that's a pro tip there. Hello, Lynn, and thank you for the stars. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Dawn, for sprinkling the sunshine and the happy hour. Hi, Trisha. Glad I can see your comments on here and glad you're able to be here today. Okay, so I'm going to go about, it's eyeball. It's just eyeballing it, but probably a little less than halfway down. So halfway might be about there. So I'm going to go, about right here, and I'm going to bend this wire. I'm just going to bend it right around my little needle nose pliers. So I haven't done anything except bend it around. So remove that, and now you've got your little loop, and that's what's going to stop everything from going further down, okay? This part will go into a plant. So if you want to buy some herbs or a little flower pot, or I'll show you another way that I have gifted them, and I'll show you that in a second. But you're going to think this is so easy. I mean, it is so easy, but it's so cute when we're done. So y'all, thank you for the stars. I just looked up and saw that. You guys are really going to town on the stars. Thank you so much. Don't give twice, Christy. I think you did. Y'all are so sweet. It's okay if I don't meet the goal. Thank you, Brooke and Lynn. Y'all are so sweet. Okay, so then I put my largest item at the bottom here. So let's see, we've got, can y'all see? Yes, we've got all these gorgeous buttons. I'm telling you, excuse me, I have not bought any of this for today's project. This is things that I pulled from what I had. So I'm sure that as crafters, you have things too that you can use. Before you throw things away, think, what can I do? And just throw it in a bag and you might need it later. Chrissy, oh, thank you so much. Yes, Lisa, I'm glad you're here. Okay, so we've got our little thing, and then let's put something down next. How about this turquoise color? This is just a little wood bead. Came from Walmart. You can get beads in, you can get them by the bag full. So they'll come, in a big bag or a big plastic tub. These came from Amazon, just the big wooden beads. Like I said, we've got jewelry beads, so whatever you have access to, that's what you use. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. And everything is going to have to go through this diameter of your wire. So if you find a little bit smaller wire, that will work. The reason that I like the 12 gauge is it's just good and sturdy, and it will sit down in a pot and not get wonky and bend a lot. But you just might have to, you might not be able to use everything. We are making some, I'll show you one, guys. I'll show you one that I've already done. So this is what they look like. But the real thing, the real cuteness is when you have them all together coming out of a little pot or a little plant, you know, to gift. They're so cute. So we're just going to kind of keep loading up with whatever we want to. And then I'm going to start with the word, okay? So you can just have your, when I buy these beads, y'all may think I'm weird, but it is so much faster if you organize them into letters. So I have like A through D and then E through H. So if I'm trying to do a project and I know I need a certain letter, I can look in here and be sure I have what I need without having to dig through 1,000 of them, because they come in a really big container. So thank you guys for sprinkling. Y'all are doing me so good today. Thank you so much for all the sprinkles. I appreciate you guys. Oh, Sissa, thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a word. And I'm gonna do, and my husband actually does do a little garden. It's just in our backyard and it's very small, but you know, it's really, really fun to grow your own things, and you don't even have to have space. You can do some things in a pot. Now, I can't, but you can. I have the worst green thumb, like there is no green. So he does all of our growing. He's really good at it. His aunt taught him, and I didn't have anybody teach me. Although I am watching Shayna with Frame It and Contain It, and she teaches you how to garden and how to, well, everything related to the garden. So if you're not following Shayna, you need to be. So it's Frame It and Contain It is the name of her group. Your letters are just a lidded bowl. Your letters are just in a lidded bowl. Okay. Well, yeah, if you can dig around and find them, but for me, I do like to be organized. I'm not always organized, but I like to be. It makes it easier to find things. Yeah, with Scrabble letters, that's smart, Sue, exactly. Nelda, good for you. We made some stretch bracelets in my private group. This is one set that we did. Let me show you up close so you can see. We used Kim's word of the year. I just asked everybody if they had a word of the year, and hers was hope. Can y'all see that? I can't tell if y'all can see it yet. But anyway, so we made stretch, because you know I always have on my stretch bracelets. Oh, y'all, it just went everywhere. See if I can salvage the beads. I probably dropped them on the floor. Let's see. I can't believe I did that. Well, I can. What am I talking about? C-A-R. Yeah, those are gone. Okay, we'll do at the next one. We'll do peppers. And I'll pay attention this time. But we're going to do several different types so you guys can see how cute they are. And you're just stringing these. You want to be able to read it yourself. So I'm putting these on here in a way that I can read it, if that makes sense. Or you can read it. Can y'all read that? So now it's backwards for me, but correct for you. And if I can paint upside down, I figure I can do this upside down. So now it says peppers, and then we'll just put something up here to kind of finalize it right there. And then take our needle nose pliers again, and you could put another little button if you had something. Let's see. I need to show y'all a little tip too. And then you're going to hold your wire with your needle nose pliers, kind of hold it just like that. Let me get y'all where you can see. And then I'm going to take this and wrap it just around that little wire, around the pliers here. Okay, so now I've got this little hook thing, and this is how it's going to keep it stopped. And then I move my pliers to the top and take this and just bend it around that main wire. And I usually use something like this, some other type of pliers to kind of bend this around. And depending on your wire, now this one's pretty hard to bend with your finger at that small size it is, but that's it. So now you've got one down you've already made, and how cute is that? And if you actually started the little plant and you've got like a little plant and stick that in it, how cute is that as a little gift? So we've got one down, and I'll just lay it here so if somebody pops on, they can see what we're doing. Do you guys grow? Y'all let me know if you grow things. Oh, really? One of PE? Yep, one of the P's was backwards. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even notice because I was doing it. Thank you. But you get the idea. You get the idea. So y'all let me know if you grow things where you are and what you like to grow. What is the easiest to grow? That's what I want to know. I think tomatoes. We seem to have really good luck with tomatoes. So now we've got another one. I think I'm cutting these pretty short. This is probably more like 12 inches, but 15 inches will give you plenty of room to play with. You know, just depending on what you want to do. I'm going to bend it. I'm going to pull this back around and just let it come back up. So now I've got a way to stop it. It doesn't have to be pretty. Doesn't have to be, it's just a way to stop your beads and that kind of thing. Tomatoes. Oh, good, Trisha. Tomatoes and herbs. Yeah, we've grown some herbs. I don't know. We do really well with tomatoes and what else? I don't know why I'm blank on what. Oh, peppers and some herbs. Oh, thanks, Lynn. I'm going to show y'all a pretty one. So let's say you're going to do it for mom. Let's kind of find a way that we can make this prettier for her. So, you know, pick up or find what you have. Obviously, you don't have to go buy anything if you can, or maybe just a trip to the Dollar Tree or whatever. So we'll kind of start with that and then add one of these glass beads. Now, the glass beads I would reserve for special people because, you know, that's going to be a little more expensive. But if you're wanting to make this for mom, absolutely, the glass beads would be gorgeous. And sometimes I will make this into a point, and then I'll take a little bit of sandpaper or the sanding block and scrape that little sharpness off. But this will help it go through a bead that might be just a little bit tight. So this, you know, this bead, some of them also, the holes you'll notice will be a little larger than others. So I don't think this is going to work, this one. So we might use these on the different wire because this wire that I have in my hand is a little thicker than what we've been using. So we'll just go back to, maybe we want to use some buttons. If you collect buttons or have buttons, use those. You know, just start putting what you have, buttons, beads. Let's do the turquoise and see how we like that. It doesn't have to be all that cute when you look at it because in the little plant or in the ground by the vegetables, it's super cute. Hi, Jeannie. Glad you caught me live, girl. I know you're busy. Tomatoes, green peppers, squash, and cucumbers. That is awesome. Awesome. Hi, Paul. Good day. How's yours? It's a good day, especially when I get to be with you guys. Hello from Denmark, Sussy. Glad you're here today. The wire, this and the red came from Dollar Tree. They have them in the package. In the craft section, it's marked floral wire. And then this one came from Michael's, and I will show you the package for this one. It's bead landing wire, and it's just aluminum wire, 12 gauge. And then the alphabet beads that I've been using or am going to use, these, the colored ones, came from Dollar Tree. So, you know, great prices on this stuff. So let's do tomato for this one. And I better have it looking at me so I don't mess it up again. Tomato. But you can definitely let kids or grandkids help. Tom. And, you know, that would be super sweet. You might have to bend the wire for them depending on age, but they'll be proud of themselves and grandma or mom will be super proud. Maybe help a friend's kids. do it for Mom. And then again, you know, if you want to put something on the top, you can. Just kind of to finish it right there on the top. And then I'm going to hold this, pull this around. That's all you have to do. You can just cut it right there, but I usually wrap it if there's room. And then kind of bend this. Now I did cut it to make it sharp, so I am going to cut that off kind of straight off so it's not so sharp right there. And then just kind of keep bending that around my original wire. Okay, so there you go. We've got 2 already. How cute. So picture these, where's my other? In a little bundle. You can see how cute that would be, right? Okay, 2 down. I'm going to show y'all these pretty beads. Oh, thanks. I'm glad y'all like it. I mean, it's super simple. Nothing fancy, nothing difficult today. You guys needed a break from all the glass art I've been doing. Let me try this red. I'm going to show y'all another tip for helping either elderly, maybe you want to teach this in a class to some elderly, you know, shut-ins, a Sunday school class, or a assisted living group, or children, vacation Bible school, you know, wherever, when it's people that are a little challenged with dexterity or motor skills, I can show you a couple of tricks. You could already have these pre-bent and ready to go for them, and just wrapping around so that you've got to stop. And then you can take a piece of tape. I used this because it's what I have on hand, but you could use any kind of tape and lay out your letters on the tape so they're ready to go. And then, well, let's put a couple of beads on for the ending here, for the stopper. I wonder if this wire will go on here. Let's try. Again, I have really found that it works really well to cut this into a point. So I'm just using my little nippers here to cut that kind of into a sharp point. And if you feel anything sticking out, just sand it a little bit. And that should work. Yes, Connie, we need breaks. And I'm glad y'all are here and taking one, because, you know, like I said before, even if you never do this, it's fun to just come hang out and kick your feet up. You know, I didn't even get to pour my tea before I came in here, but don't feel bad about taking a break. Yeah, these aren't going on this wire. I've used these before, but the holes are just barely small. So we'll just keep going with our, we'll try some wooden beads this time, just for something different. And maybe one of these buttons, you know, whatever you want to do. So this is just a little heart button I'll put on here, just kind of dressing them up. And you know, it is more fun if you know Mom's favorite colors or Grandma's or whoever, and you go and pick out. But see, now you can just let your kids or your elderly people just slide it on, so they don't have that problem. Now, this is a great thing to help people with dexterity and mobility, but if you know they can't do it, then help them with that. What, you know, just help them by putting it on that tape. Okay. Let's put another colorful button. Okay, and that's it. You've got it all done except for just wrapping this around our wire here. And I always just, you know, bring it around, or you can just cut it off there, whatever you want to do. Happy Easter. Oh, hi Sherry from Canada, glad you're here. Hi Monica, glad you're here. Thank you, Rose. And Paul, these are garden stakes, so you can put them in a little plant that you give somebody that grows their own vegetables or herbs. And another way that I like to give them is in bundles, in groups. So I'll show you that too. So there you go. We're getting quite the little bundle here, guys. Cute, right? And then I'm going to show you one for, we'll do one and pretend it's for my husband, because he is the gardener here. He really enjoys that and is good at it. So, like I said, his aunt taught him when he was young, and he's always enjoyed doing that with her. Okay, so just wrap it around and get your little loop, and this is just to stop your bead. And then for him, I'm going to use my, save your buttons. Keep a little jar or something in the laundry room, and when one comes off and you're not going to replace it, just pop it in here into your jar, and then you've got a little collection. Thank you, Sherry. This is 12 gauge. Now the Dollar Tree wire, which is what, this one is Michael's, and it's 12 gauge. The Dollar Tree wire that I bought is like this one, and it didn't say, but it is probably 12 gauge. It really looks and feels the same. So for this one, if I was going to do it for a guy, I can make it a little more manly looking by using just these buttons in his favorite colors. You know, so I've got the brown and the green, and I looked for navy. I didn't have any, but you know, you can just do whatever, and then the guys are going to like them. And let's do this time, we'll do time. And again, just put your letters down on a piece of tape if you want to make it easy, or if you want to help somebody who can't, you know, either a small child or elderly who can't handle getting those beads on there without a lot of frustration. Then that just makes it easy for them. Y'all doing okay? Oh, thank you, Sissa. Thank you for sprinkling. It really does help us. And, you know, there's somebody who needs to see this so that they can have an inexpensive craft to do with their kids or grandkids or for somebody. Maybe one more. Let's see if we can get that one on. Okay, that's cute. Okie doke. We are good. Thank you, Sissa. Yeah, Sherry. Okay, so listen, my mom, you know, most of you guys know she had Alzheimer's, and I learned a lot of tricks just to make our lives easier. And they still want to participate in things, guys. Now this goes for children and elderly. They want to participate. They want to be where the action is, at least most of the time. Now some, their nerves can't handle it. But for my mom, she wanted to be where the action was and wanted to see everything and try to do everything. So you have to kind of come up with some solutions so that they still can. And that's one way to give them dignity. It really is. To not just do everything for them, but to find a solution so that they can do it themselves and feel good, you know. We're just going to turn this under, and on this one, it's so short I might not even, I'm going to wrap it once at least, or try to. See, it's pretty hard to do with my finger. I might have to go to the little pliers here. Hi, Linda. Glad you are here. Hi, Dina. Glad you popped in, girl. Here, let me show you, because I know you're busy. You may not get to stay, but this is what we're doing. These little garden stakes. And they're super cute. Now, Dina, you make all these cute little wood things. If you had something and had these little, I bet you could use them somehow. And guys, be sure you put either put your business, don't do the whole www thing, just do the @ sign and then your business name, and it should pop up so people can follow you. I would love for everybody to follow you guys that are creators and on here as well. So this is so short, I'm having trouble kind of getting it around there. I'm going to use this to hold it, and maybe my other pliers to wrap it. Oh, Anne, thank you. Thanks, Dina. I'm coming up with some Mother's Day gift ideas. Even if you don't have your mama like me, we can still make and give sweet gifts to people. And that takes, I wouldn't say it takes any pain away, but it I don't know, gets our mind off our own sadness and onto happy and joy for other people, you know. So there. This would be one that my husband would like because it's more manly. You know, it's got his colors and wood beads, so there's that one too. So anything that you have, you know, and you can see now we're starting to get the group. So you get maybe 2 or 3 more, and it's a precious little gift to put into either a real plant or I'll show you what I'm doing over here with a jar. Thank you, Jeannie. Yes, Rosie, absolutely. Thanks, Debbie. Yes, Sherry. So yeah, if you guys have a little group and you just need a little project, this would be perfect if you teach kids or any adult. Anybody would like them, to be truthful. I mean, I like them, so it doesn't really matter the age. And they're just cute and fun and whimsical, which you know I'm all about. Just doing fun, whimsical stuff. So this time I'm going to try to do a little longer, be more conscious of not cutting it too short. And let's just see. So that's 12. Hold on. That's 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. I'm going to do 15 inches because I think this is going to give us even more room to do our bending, and I won't have to struggle so much with bending that wire. So, you know, a little, maybe halfway or a little bit before halfway is where I usually bend, and just bring it up. I'm gonna try one last time on these beads because I've used them before, so I'm so confused why they're not going through here. I guess I just have picked up ones that have a smaller hole than the ones I used. And if you just popped on, I'm cutting this into a sharp point to get it to go through beads easier, and then just sanding off any rough edges, because those little rough edges will keep it from going through. Okay, let's try again. I'm going to try it one more time. Oh, come on. You know, if you have a bead reamer, and I do, but not in here, that you sometimes can just insert it. It's like an ice pick, but it has, I don't know how to explain it. It will make the hole a little bit bigger if there's just something kind of in there, the glass particles that are keeping it from going through. I do have a supply list, Anne. So if you go to the link that's in this description up above, I have everything that I'm using today in my Amazon list, and you can do that, or you can make a trip to Walmart, Dollar Tree, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and get all of it as well. Oh, we got it, y'all. It was just really, really a tight fit here. But these glass beads show up really pretty in the sun. So even if it's just in their kitchen, but the sun is shining on it, it's really pretty. Yes, exactly, Anna. Yep, those little tags do get lost. And you know me, I'm all about the colors and the bright colors, but you could do, you know, if their favorite colors or certain thing, go do all of that. You know, you don't have to. This is just for the idea. I'm just showing y'all some ideas. So just beads and buttons. Let's do one more of these if I can get it on. Yeah, some of these will go on much easier. I do too. I mean, having all glass would be gorgeous. And it's really not that expensive because you're only using a few beads, you know, per wire. Yeah, just carefully work it down, because when you're using glass beads, if you push too hard, it can crack and break the bead. So, oh, thanks, Anna. I think my creativity comes from being resourceful, because we have never had a lot of money, and I've always had to find ways to give gifts that don't cost much, but in the end are cute or useful. So I think that's where it comes from, to be honest. Because it's a lot, well, I wouldn't say it's more fun, but it's fun to go and just stock up with everything we want to make a project. But I just look around and figure out what I have and what can I do with it and how can I use this and that. And so that's kind of where some of that comes from. Okay, so I did go ahead and do some of these in advance just to show y'all this trick of putting them on tape for anybody who has trouble with mobility in their fingers and hands and just can't physically maneuver the beads on here. That's still a way to let them participate. So we've got tomato. I'm just checking. Now, I didn't have an A, so look what I used for the A. No, oh wait. Y'all see that? So I just used a heart. Cute as can be, right? I mean, who cares? So again, just use what you have. I don't think I like that blue one here. Let's do there. We're going to try one more time and see if we can get one more bead on here. Oh, I love that, Jeannie. Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said for that, because now my daughter, she'll go buy it. She's not going to sit here and make something. And, you know, she has no problem just spending the money on, you know, whatever. But for those of us who grew up frugally, you know, we just have to find a way, right? Hi, Sherry. We are making these little garden stakes, I guess is what you call them, or plant stakes, so you can put them in vegetables or herbs or give them in a jar as a gift, you know, for somebody that does like to garden or grow things. And even if they don't, and you just give them a cute little jar of these, I promise you, if you gave these to somebody, they're going to set them out somewhere. They're going to like it. So even if they don't grow. And then when you get to the top, you're just going to wrap that wire around your pliers, needle nose pliers, and then just pull this around the base wire. And then you can cut it short. Let's see if y'all can see that. Cut it kind of short and flush, and just feel it. And as long as there's no sharpness, and there's not, then this one's good to go. There you go. Easy peasy. Let's see. 4:30 to 5:15. Oh, we're good. So yeah, we'll do one more, and then we'll put them in a cute jar, and I'll show you guys how cute they wind up when you're gifting them. One more real quick one. So I think 15 inches, yes, seed packets would be super cute. You could tape a seed packet to some of these wire stems, right? How cute. I love that idea. And seed packets at the Dollar Tree anyway are like 5 for $1.25. So another very inexpensive idea for Mother's Day or whatever. My challenge to you guys is, if you are like me and have lost your mama already, do something like this, or create something for somebody, and just see if it kind of brightens your day and helps you with some of that loss that you feel. And of course, it's so painful, and you know, everybody wants their mama, needs their mama, but we know we can't have them forever. And so I challenge you, if you're in that place, try to find somebody who needs a pick-me-up, and on Mother's Day, do something for them. And then just see if you're glad you did it, because I know you will be. You'll never not be glad you helped somebody or did something nice. And I have lots of great ideas. I need to be better about doing my ideas. Let's see, maybe one more. Okay, this one, oh yeah, I was gonna do this. I'll show y'all. This one I have laid out. I love you. So maybe they don't grow plants. They're not gonna grow herbs, but you could do that, you know, instead, and just put that in a little potted plant, or flowers, just in a little vase of flowers. And again, we can take our tape and just kind of go, whoops, right through here till we get to that aqua one that I'm gonna have to, or turquoise, I'm gonna have to put that on there myself. And even in the same bag of beads, you'll find some have a larger hole than others. So if one doesn't fit, just grab another one. So I love you, and that would be perfect for flowers. Even if they don't grow anything, don't want to grow anything, you can still do it that way. Are we okay? Yep, we're good. We are good. That time went fast. You guys make it fun. So you know how that phrase, time flies when you're having fun? Okay. And then I've got my sharp point at the top, so I'm gonna cut this off. And the reason I repeat myself is I know people pop in and out and they leave and come back, or somebody new's popping on. So I know I repeat a lot, but that's why. Okay, so I love you. So what I would do, you know the tissue or crinkled up paper that you get at the Dollar Tree? I don't know what it's called, shred maybe. So it's by the tissue or by the packages, by the sacks, things like that. Get you some of that and get you one of their glass vases or any type of glass vase. Maybe you want to get a, what do you call those jars that, you know, that I drink out of all the time? Like a ball jar. Like a ball jar would be cute. They're $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. Put some of that shred down in there and then group these together and give it like that. So you don't even have to give the plant if you don't want to. But here's some that I did. Here's just a little dollar vase. You just put them down in there. Now, obviously, you don't have to do this many. And what I have in here, I didn't have any of that shred right now, but I've got my little glass beads. So my glass that I use for the glass art. Y'all, come on. Now, you don't have to give this many. You could do half, and it would be great. But how cute. Don't you think they would love that? I would love getting it. Or you could even make up a bunch and give one as a gift to each lady that you take out to lunch or that you have lunch with that day. Or, you know, there's so many little cute ideas. Somebody mentioned, yes, put a scripture verse on it. Somebody mentioned put a seed packet. So, you know, tape a little seed packet to it, write a Bible verse on the back. You're done. How cute, right? So I hope that this gives you some ideas. Oh, I wish y'all could see this glass bead right here. Can y'all see this one? This is one that I had done before, and it's got this little crystal. It's a plastic. Actually, I don't think it's glass. Let me feel it. It's acrylic, so just plastic crystal, but in the sun, it really shines. So easy, easy peasy. What do y'all think? Does anybody think they'll do it? Thank you, Trisha. Thank you, Jeannie. I think so. I'd love to get it. And I think most moms would, and grandmas, and if you do, now my husband would not want the colorful ones, but he would love this one. He would use it. So maybe if you have a dad or a granddad that likes to grow things, do them for him and just use buttons and make it look a little more manly if you want to. Thank y'all. I'm so glad you like it. It's so easy. Hi, Jessica. Oh, I'm so glad you like them. Y'all are amazing. You know, as creatives, when we get down here and teach something, we're always nervous, you know, that people will or won't like it. You know, never know. I'm going to get off. But guys, up in the description of this video, you will see the link to go over to Craft Around the Clock. Go and watch the next presenter and support all of us. We appreciate it so much. And you guys are so good to me. I honestly cannot thank you enough. You're fantastic. So come back and see me next time. Happy Thursday. Tomorrow is our Good Friday. Bye, guys.